From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Mexico City. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
First carry for Najee Harris. Room here to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
29.
Here's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. To throw his Carr. Over the middle here to Wilson. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Right down.
Carr going to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Kamara up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
6-0 our score after 1. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Right.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Play action. Now it's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
What's up?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Right now.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finds his man, that's Olave on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara from 6 yards away. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Groupie for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, son. Ready? Go.
Now Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the 1st half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room? Well, they've studied what they did in the 1st half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want a great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Hurry up.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Yep. Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
Here we go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
What now? What's up?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Powers past him at midfield.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
6-18.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. Man open left side is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
Second and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Monday, down. And later, 2. Go, Chief.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 2.
To throw his Carr. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 9.
694. Down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Now. What's up?
Now Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Cedric Wilson, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They finds Austin complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
To throw is Fields. Austin is there and brings in another one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
There he goes, right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The Shaheed going to go in motion. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Carr going to go on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Gun. Dot. 11 MT. Take. Dot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Get set. Dot.
Burrow on play action. This one hauled in by Sample. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't.
Here we go.
But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Carr to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
There's Chris Olave.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Hey, 7:34.
Throwing now is Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return is Charlie Jones. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Burrow will throw. They'll run the screen with Moss.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11. Shot.
They go play action with Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! He's on his way! And all the way in for a Cincinnati score!
Zach Moss
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
To throw, it's Carr. Pass incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Carr now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They do go for it. It's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
It's now 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And he stopped immediately there.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Moss on the give up the middle.
Powerful running. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Right back to Moss.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now it's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 11.
They'll run here with Moss.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Zach Moss.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Coming left is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now Carr. It's brought in by Wilson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Saints have taken a fourth quarter lead.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Carr will look to throw. It's complete, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it.
Here we go.
This is 3rd down now.
Play action. It's Burrow.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
11. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
And that's complete to Brown.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Room past the 35. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Burrow.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Checks that one down, complete to Moss.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On one, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go,
An inside give, Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Kevin McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. To the sideline, and it is caught. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And it's caught. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Into the hands of Olave. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Carr off the play fake. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
On 4th down, Carr. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Pistol snap to Carr. Now he's past the 25. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively, and this defense better find some answers for this playmaker.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. He cuts it right. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles break the tie here in the 1st. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This, our last play of the quarter. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And this one doesn't go far. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. go play action with Carr. To the left sideline, complete. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry-up here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it inside the 10. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They'll run with Kamara. And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. First down, and they go right back to him. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. They're going to run with Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The back grabs it, and he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles tie it just before halftime. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. And no, they faked it. He's going to keep it this time. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails. Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on first and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he will score. It's a